I'm sitting here watching Meet the Press, listening to Scott Besson, and honestly, I don't even know what to think anymore. Because at some point, you stop asking, do I disagree? And you start asking, do they hear themselves? We're being told calmly, seriously, that the United States may need to control Greenland, and that Europe will understand that it's about security, that it's about preventing war. And I'm sitting here thinking, how is this different from what Putin said about Ukraine? Because that's the language, isn't it? We need this territory for security. We're preventing a bigger conflict. The world doesn't really understand our position. That was the justification used by Vladimir Putin when he invaded Ukraine. So explain this to me. How is the US talking about taking control of Greenland, a territory tied to a NATO ally, somehow defensive, but Russia doing the same thing is an unprovoked act of aggression? You don't prevent war by threatening to militarily dominate another country. You don't stabilize alliances by suggesting they'll eventually understand if you violate their sovereignty. That's not deterrence. That's provocation. And here's the part that really breaks my brain. Greenland is connected to NATO, so what exactly is the plan here? To prevent war by doing the one thing NATO was designed to stop? Because if any other country said, if we don't take control of this territory, a war might happen, so we should act first, we'd call that imperialism. We'd call that authoritarian logic. We'd call that a threat to global stability. But when it's us, suddenly it's strategy. And that's where I feel like I'm losing my footing, because I grew up believing America stood for it. National sovereignty, rule-based international order, the idea that borders aren't changed at the barrel of a gun. And now I'm watching officials float ideas that sound eerily familiar, just said with better suits and smoother language. This isn't about left or right anymore. This is about whether words still mean what we pretend they mean. If Russia taking Ukraine is wrong, then threatening control over Greenland is wrong too. You don't get to condemn imperialism abroad while flirting with it at home. And if we can't even acknowledge that difference anymore, then yeah, I don't understand either. Like, share, and subscribe to keep ahead of the chaos.